The growing popularity of 3D printing for manufacturing all sorts of items, from customized medical devices to affordable homes, has created more demand for new 3D printing materials designed for very specific uses. To cut down on the time it takes to discover these new materials, researchers at MIT have developed a data-driven process that uses machine learning to optimize new 3D printing materials with multiple characteristics like toughness and compression strength. By streamlining materials development, the system lowers costs and lessens the environmental impact by reducing the amount of chemical waste. The machine learning algorithm could also spur innovation by suggesting unique chemical formulations that human intuition might miss. In the system, the researchers developed an optimization algorithm performs much of the trial and error discovery process. A material developer selects a few ingredients, inputs details on their chemical compositions into the algorithm, and defines the mechanical properties the new materials should have. Then the algorithm increases and decreases the amounts of those components, like turning knobs on an amplifier, and checks how each formula affects the material's properties before arriving at the ideal combination. Then the developer mixes, processes, and tests that sample to find out how the material actually performs. The developer reports the results to the algorithm, which automatically learns from the experiment and uses the new information to decide on another formulation to test. The researchers have created a free open source materials optimization platform called AutoOED that incorporates the same optimization algorithm. AutoOED is a full software package that also allows researchers to conduct their own optimization. The researchers tested the system by using it to optimize formulations for a new 3D printing ink that hardens when it is exposed to ultraviolet light. They identified 6 chemicals to use in the formulations and set the algorithm's objective to uncover the best performing material with respect to the toughness, compression modulus, that is stiffness, and strength. Maximizing these 3 properties manually would be especially challenging because they can be conflicting. For instance, the strongest material may not be the stiffest. Using a manual process, a chemist would typically try to maximize one property at a time, resulting in many experiments and a lot of waste. The algorithm came up with 12 top performing materials that had optimal trade-offs of the 3 different properties after testing only 120 samples. The researchers were surprised by the wide variety of materials the algorithm was able to generate, and say the results were far more varied than they expected based on the 6 ingredients. The system encourages exploration, which could be especially useful in situations when specific material properties can't be easily discovered intuitively. The process could be accelerated even more through the use of additional automation. Researchers mixed and tested each sample by hand, but robots could operate the dispensing and mixing systems in future versions of the system.